By Krudakapati and Christian Francis. Associated Press. Colombo, Sri Lanka. Protesters retreated from government buildings Thursday in Sri Lanka, restoring a tenuous calm to the economically crippled country, and the embattled president at last emailed the resignation that demonstrators have sought. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa fled a day earlier under pressure from protesters enraged by the island nation's economic collapse. He emailed his resignation a day later than promised, according to an official. But with a fractured opposition and confusion over who is in charge, a solution to the country's many woes seemed no closer following Rajapaksa's departure. And the president has further angered the crowds by making his prime minister the acting leader. Protesters have pressed for both men to leave and for a unity government to address the economic calamity that has triggered widespread shortages of food, fuel and other necessities. The tentative way the resignation unfolded only added to turmoil. An aide to the Speaker of the Sri Lankan Parliament issued a statement that said the Speaker had received the President's resignation through the Sri Lankan Embassy in Singapore, but there was no immediate official announcement. An announcement was planned for Friday after the authenticity and legality of the letter is verified, the statement said. As word of the resignation spread, jubilant crowds gathered near the President's office to celebrate. Dozens of people danced and cheered and waved the Sri Lankan flag, and two men sang in Sinhalese on a small stage. The mood was festive, with people hooting and swaying to music while others chanted into a microphone that they wanted better governance. To be validated like this is massive, said Viragapura, an engineer who has been protesting since April. On a global scale, we have led a movement that toppled a president with minimal force and violence. It's a mix of victory and relief. The protesters accuse Rajapaksa and his powerful political family of siphoning money from government coffers for years and his administration of hastening the country's collapse by mismanaging the economy. The family has denied the corruption allegations, but Rajapaksa acknowledged that some of his policies contributed to the meltdown. Months of protests reached a frenzied peak over the weekend when demonstrators stormed the president's home and office and the official residence of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. On Wednesday, they seized Wickremesinghe's office. Images of protesters inside the buildings, lounging on elegant sofas and beds, posing at officials' desks and touring the opulent settings, have captured the world's attention.